feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me,
It's week 12 of the NFL, and all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Cowboys and the Eagles, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of, sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Being chased out left. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's pile this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. You know, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you're playing on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially
Through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and they come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Mark Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you got football on Thanksgiving Day?
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now it's Jackson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he comes back with one complete.
Holding offense.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. On 2nd down, Jackson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go option to the short side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's their quarterback. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
From the 27, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 33, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. First down, it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slash and run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Jacobs. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they come up now, second and goal. Jacobs again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to third and goal. Jacobs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And out now come the Cowboys. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 2-yard pickup.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. The Cowboys at 7-3 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Complete to number 19. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
To throw is Jackson. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in. He gets a bit short here on 1st down.
A gain of 3. It's now 4th down in less than a yard.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Try to lay one up deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson over the middle, it's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But You're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for his running back.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Davidson, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it, but as you said, they picked it up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Back to throw again.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll look to throw again.
Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
They'll set up a throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. Touchdown, Eagles. Josh Palmer.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Extra point safely through, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Cowboy offense is going to head out now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in here by Jackson.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy Thanksgiving again to everybody at home as we take a look ahead to what's coming up both later today and this weekend. We'll start in the early window and begin up in Minneapolis. A tough one for the homestanding Vikings as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. Taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys! That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that winds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to the Giants last week. And they do lead here right now, and they've got the football obviously as well. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 40. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Now Jackson on first down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. To throw again on second down. Jackson looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
From the 22, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one's back to an 8-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he powers his way up past the 30. They'll look to throw.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd and 3. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Running is Jacobs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, 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 and finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson finding Knox there, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From the 44, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Jackson will throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Jackson. Quick hitter here. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains, wear down the clock, and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 5 yards remain on second down.
Jackson now. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Again, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You gotta go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he is. End zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 14 yards out.
And the Cowboys get a bit closer. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense.
Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. They'll set up a throw. And able to find Kirk complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Open man is Palmer. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's Jacobs. And a short gain here down to the 22. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 11. Just over 1:40 to play. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it 1st down. Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They run it with Jacobs, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
But Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses in the National Football League. Not only did they get the win, they played a clean football game, didn't have any turnovers against that great defense.
Yeah, it's a terrific observation because you know they emphasize ball security, wanted to avoid making any major mistakes playing against that tough defense, and they were turnover-free and took points when they were available. Excellent execution, and they did it confidently.
So for the Eagles, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year.
I feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason.